Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marisol. I will be a third year 5th grade teacher in the upcoming fall. Today is another classroom prep and I want to show you guys all the things that I have done in the past 2 days. I'm not really doing time lapses, I'm more just kind of showing you a kind of glimpses as to what I'm doing and then showing you the final results. By the way guys, let me know because classroom setup is coming. I'm kind of dreading it a little bit, honestly. That's my personal feelings. Do you guys like time lapses? Because I feel sometimes they get a little bit boring. I feel like I've watched so many classroom setups with so many time lapses that my brain kind of gets tired after seeing it for so long. So let me guys know if you guys just want glimpses of like a few seconds of time lapse, like, you know, kind of like what I've been doing with my prep videos, or if you guys want like true time lapses that are like maybe 45 seconds, maybe a minute long, and then I'll talk about the actual what I did. So just let me know if you guys want time lapses, no time lapses, let me know in the comments down below. First thing I want to update you guys is I did go ahead and make a fiction label for my books, so that is all ready to go. And I'm not quite sure if I want to do this, but I did make a book hospital one, and I do have this blue bin that I just randomly got. This is my only blue bin from Target. So I'm not quite sure. That's exactly why I haven't really put it on here yet, because I'm not sure if I want to use this. So we'll have to see. I also did make an extra one. I have my Sterilite containers. Now I have used them before to put in work that is turned in, work to be graded, and work to pass back out to the students. I don't want that anymore. I've been using that for the past 2 years. I'm sick of it. I don't want it. But I don't really want to do like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I just don't want to do it anymore. But I have always liked the 3 that I first did, which is half paper and, oops, this is backwards, printer paper, and then line paper. And so what I have done is, instead of color around the edges, I just went ahead and made it black and white to give it that minimalist look, because I really do want to go for a black and white / color, but I'm trying to not do so much color anymore. I'm trying to just do black and white, especially with labels. The rainbow colors can be more for like furniture and more for like organizers, but in terms of like labeling, I want to do black and white. The next thing that I did was I went ahead and collected my students from last year. This is their state project when we learned about the states. I looked through all 45 and I have decided to keep the best ones. That way, this year, my current students, when they do their state project, I'm going to show them a few examples of what it should look like. So my students did a really great job. Like this one even went above and beyond to add like California fire, because he knows that, you know, California gets a lot of fires. I mean, these are just absolutely wonderful. But the thing is, I'm not gonna laminate them. I'm just gonna, this one is beautiful, I mean, gorgeous. I'm so excited for them to do this again. Now, we could choose to do this at the beginning of the year when we learn our states, or I really did like when I did this at the end of the year. It kind of gives them something to do after testing, because goodness knows they don't want to do anything after STAR and Iowa. All they want to do is relax. So this kept them occupied, so I definitely want to use this after state testing. And then this one, we also did do a puzzle, and it's basically they have to cut it out and then put it according to where it is. And I think this person did an amazing, beautiful job. So I want to represent her into my next class, or my next period. Now, going along with the United States puzzle, I actually saw this in Kathy Kellogg's YouTube haul. She is now a 5th grade teacher, so welcome to the club, Kathy. But I did find this in Target. This was $3 or $5. I honestly cannot remember. It was in the Target dollar spot. But I mean, I just absolutely love it. I love these kind of puzzles. They're so awesome. And honestly, I want to play this. That's the truth, and I actually probably will. Now, that actually leads me to my next thing that I have been doing. And this is pretty much what has been taking up all of my time, which is... By the way, sorry I keep messing with my hair. It's just really weird today. But I have these poly folders. I bought them last year during summer. I bought like 100. First they came in a pack of 50, and then I bought a second pack, so 100 in total. And basically, some people get like the zipper pouch that is the exact same size. It's like the A4 size. I just truly never liked the zipper pouch. Plus, I did buy this before that whole trend came out. So, you know, I didn't want to change halfway. But they do have a little, I don't know what it's called, but a latch. And then you just open it, and then you can hold a bunch of papers and materials in here. So I am storing them right now in my 10-door cart, the one that I have, which I do not have labels for. But I have been putting a couple of centers in here. So these are more of my reading centers, like my more like you have to read. Now some of them are hand-me-downs from the previous teacher, from the previous 5th grade teacher that was there. So this she left for me, and then there's this one she left for me, and then there's also a couple more. So all of these I did not create or I did not purchase. I basically just stuck them in these poly envelopes and then just put them here for when they are for centers. The one above it is actually more centers, more task cards, if you would say. So some I did create and some are absolutely, again, hand-me-downs from the previous teacher. So these ones I did create. These ones are types of sentences like interrogative and exclamatory. So there's a couple of these. These ones are hand-me-downs. Hold on, y'all can't even see, it's kind of dark. But I have this one, again, this is more time. Actually, no, this is more reading. So I'm gonna put this more over here. Reading games, sorting games. My kids did this for tutorials and they absolutely loved it. It was a hit, so I'm definitely going to use it this year. I have 2 of these, and that's pretty much it, but I will be adding now. Okay, the next thing that I did actually involves task cards. So again, these are hand-me-downs. These are basically cause and effect. I went ahead and laminated them, so it's kind of like this is what they look like. And then they all have like 1 through, I believe 23 is the last one, or maybe 24, I'm not quite sure. And they even have like some challenges that the kids can do if they have run out of time. Yeah, 24 is the last one. And the good news is that it actually fits in one of these perfectly, which is awesome. Let's see, let me show you guys. See, ta-da. They actually fit perfectly in here. I've already tested it out. So then what I'll do is I'll actually just stick it in the container right here, or I'll have like a little small box that will hold all these little task cards, because I have about maybe 10 that, like 10 of men online, like 5 of these. But I don't want to do, but then some, like these, can't fit in the task cards because they have this answer sheet, which the thing is, this one, I'm thinking the kids will answer the questions in a lined sheet of paper. So I gotta think about that. But pretty much I just gotta figure out if they want to be in here or if they want to be in here with a answer sheet, because this one does come with an answer sheet. That's why it's in this one and not in these little task card boxes. So that's pretty much all of my task cards that I have been working on. So this is where it kind of gets heavy-handed. This was the reason why I've been taking so long to do classroom prep, because of freaking binders. I have originally bought 12 binders, and I'll insert a picture right here of my binders. I mean, they were beautiful. The spines, the colors, the labels, the fonts, beautiful. But did I use them? No. They were just there. I mean, I had some for like holidays or testing or sub plans, or it just I never use them. Now the ones that I have here, so I went down from 12 binders to 4 binders. The ones that I have here I actually do use. These are the ones that I did open, so I will be keeping these for the meantime. And the other 8 binders I am actually selling. I put them on offer up for anyone who wants them. I put them for like $7. I just want them gone, even though they were pricey. They were like $12 for 4 of them, but honestly they take up too much space. I just want them gone. If no one wants them by like 2 weeks, then I'm just gonna take them to school and ask the teachers, anybody want a free binder? So that's my plan. So this is the first binder. As you can see, I did go ahead and take off the spine, so there's no more label. I'm not sure if I want to do a spine, maybe, or maybe just a book cover. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to think about it. But this one is pretty much any resource that I have not downloaded myself. So for example, these have all been given to me by other teachers, particularly like 4th, my previous 5th grade teacher, and then 6th grade teacher. So these I do not have digitally. See, like this one I found in the copy machine. So I was like, I'm gonna take it. Yeah, so like none of these I have in my actual, this one I have, but I did glue it, so this one I like to keep. This one I actually have, so I can throw that one, or I can donate that one. These ones are from my college. Like I have anchor charts in here. I don't know if you guys can see, like anchor chart. I used to print on my anchor charts so I can reference them later. This is like my first anchor chart that I did with the students, like my first year, and then I would print it. Oh look at these anchor charts, y'all. Look at me, see? This one I don't have. This one the 6th grade teacher gave to me. This one I do have online, but this one's already pre-made for them, so that way the students, when they work on the September 11 packet, they physically know what it's supposed to look like. So I did this after I realized, oh no, the kids don't know what this is supposed to look like, so let me actually do one, so that way next year my kids won't be completely lost. And this one came with the curriculum, but this one's really like for like 2nd and below, but there are some that we do work on, like final stable syllables. So I was like, hey, we actually do learn that, and they actually have some really great practice words. So I'm actually going to use these, and these I can also use for what's it called, groups, small groups, because we do have like some short stories here. They don't have any questions, unfortunately, but you know what, it's okay as long as they have something. So this one is more like my final resource binder that I don't have myself. Like I like to keep everything digitally. So if it's not digital, then it's in here. So that was binder number 1. Again, this is binder number 2. As you can see, this one has the colorful tabs in the front. This one is all of my basically testing. So for example, this one is the unit 1 test, then like the unit 2 test. And why I like this, like unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5, the benchmark test. The reason why I like having it physically available and not just digitally is because when I am starting the curriculum, and every week I like to see, okay, what kind of questions are on the benchmark. That's the kind of things I need to be teaching, because sometimes the curriculum is weird, like very weird. Sometimes the curriculum wants you to teach like ABC, yet on the benchmark it's like XYZ. You know what I mean? Like what? So that's why I like actually physically looking at it. Okay, like what do they actually need to learn about Greek roots? So that way when I'm actually teaching about Greek roots, I can actually focus on what's on the benchmark, not like the exact same question, but questions that are similar to, you know, the actual question itself. So that's what I like about that. And then these ones right here with all the beautiful little tabs, these ones are all of my Teaks vocabulary that I purchased. I'll put a picture right here that I have on my bulletin board. It's like the only bulletin board that I have in my room besides my teacher one. But basically, it's like basically all the ones that are on here, the words, and then the definitions. This is more for me, it's not for the students, but I do have them based on the Teak, like 5.1, 5.7, 5.10. And then back here is information about our school. But then these are basically all of the Teaks like that are on state level. So if you go to like Lead Forward, I'm not sure if it's just a Texas kind of a thing, but my Texas teachers, if you guys don't know about Lead Forward, basically they give you lots of resources there, more like snapshots of what you're supposed to be teaching. Oh my god. And then the last thing, oh, here's my standards of learning that I never technically read. And then this last one is all of my STAR reading answer keys. So sometimes I like to do STAR reading exams from previous years, and instead of looking up, you know, and reading all the questions and all that, I like to just print it. So this one's like from 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. I have not done the recent one, 2021. I've just done 2013 to 2019 since 2020 was skipped because of COVID. So I have up to grade 3 and then up to grade 6, because sometimes, you know, some kids are a little bit more advanced and then some kids are way behind. So that was binder 2. Binder 3 that I'm going to keep this year is my book tracker. So I like this a lot better because it does have, I'm trying to get out the way, it does have the labels A through Z. And what I do is basically, let's see, I have 2 kids, last name Aguilar, and then the other kid is named Ayala. Okay, so under the A, I would put a sheet of paper, and then I would put the first kids and then the last name Aguilar, and then he is going to write down the list of books that, or like the book that he's going to check out, and then the next page will be the Ayala, and then same thing, sheet of paper, and then he's going to write down the title of his next book. And then when they're going to return it, all they have to do is just scratch it out and then write down the next title of the next book and then close it up, and that's it. Okay, this one is kind of like my favorite one because this one is my objectives. Now pretty much they're like all pre-made, they're all done. So this is like unit 1 week 1, unit 1 week 2, unit 1 week 3, unit 1 week 4, unit 1 week 5, and so on, so on. I do need to go ahead and organize them so that way the essential question is like the first one that you see, because this one has like the vocabulary words, but I do want the essential question to show first, because that's how I know what story we're on. And then here I did this yesterday, where at the corner of each, oh my god, at the corner of each little sheet protector, because this is sheet protector right here. I'm going to put the actual label. This is Avery Labels. This one is, what label is this? Ah, here we go. I know it's kind of blurry, but 5195. 5195, that's the label. And then I have unit 3, week 2, and then on this side I have all of the unit 1s like so. So I'm gonna put that in the corner right here. So that's gonna be my next task. Okay, the next thing that I have are these beautiful 5-star binders. I got these from Walmart. Super expensive, but they are the most durable thing ever. Like, they're not some cheap plastic that you find at Dollar Tree or like $1, like $1.50. Like, these are durable and they will not break at all. And here I have pretty much all of my Avery labels. Like, I was kind of doing it where these are used and these are new, but they kind of got away from me. As you can see, these ones are like labels for my what they call, like, my privacy boards. These ones are empty. Yeah, so this ones are empty, so this one needs to go back in this side. And then, like, just a bunch of random ones. Here are my belongs to Miss Blanco, my little cub mascot, some blank ones right there. Here are the rest of my book labels, so like realistic fiction and non-fiction and animal fiction, and so there's the rest of my labels. So this one is gonna go under the purple folder. The next one I have, and I do need to take off some of the residue from the previous label sticker, but this one, and I can't really show you guys this one because it has my student data. This one is my previous student data. So what I'm gonna do is, you know, just how they did last year, and then I'm going to compare it to how they did this year during May, so that way I can physically see how each person grew up, because we don't really get like Iowa results until we come back, or we don't really get the Timelapse results. We kind of do, but we don't really look at it until we're like fresh out of summer. And then Star, we already know how they did, but we don't really, you know, have time at the end of the year to sit down and say, oh, let me see. We just want the year to be over, so when I come back and I actually get all those paper results, I'm actually gonna physically see, oh, he did so much better, or he did not improve. Hopefully they all improved, but you know, there's always some kids that they just don't. This one is empty, so I need to find out something to put in here, but don't worry, I like folders a lot more than binders. They just take up a lot less space. And this one, like I said, is their Star interim results on how they did during, I think they took this in December. Yeah, in December. So I'm not sure if I want to keep this, because this is kind of like midway throughout the year. But this one, the red one, is how they did at the end of 4th grade compared to how they did at the end of 5th grade. So I'm not sure if I want to keep this one, but we'll see. I'll just like maybe keep it for a week and then I'll probably throw it away or recycle. The last thing that I have done for classroom prep is my favorite thing. This was a labor of love. I'm not even sure if I like the spine. We'll have to see. For sure I like this, but I'm not sure about the spine. This is now my official sub plans folder binder thingy majiggy. It's this I don't know really how you call it. It's like a briefcase in a way. Like, it has a handle and everything. So doesn't that look so cute? Like, what if I'm just walking around and da-da-da? It's so cute, isn't it? So I love this. Like, so I used my Cricut, and you guys saw that in the montage, and I just put sub plans. But I was also trying to be smart, and like, if I were to put this in a bookshelf, right? Like, just imagine I have a bookshelf right here. If I were to put this in a bookshelf, you wouldn't be able to see this. So I was thinking, let me put it on the side, right? So they know what it actually is. But I just feel like it's too much, like this and then this. So let me guys know if I should keep this, because if I didn't, how would they know it's you know, the sub plant binder. Now the reason why is because I did used to have my sub binder in an actual binder, but honestly guys, like the amount of things, it could never fit. Like this would not fit anything. So I realized, wait a minute, this thing can hold like 300 copies. And instead of trying to squeeze in maybe like 100 copies in here, because this does not hold a lot, I could maybe just use this and even put in more things, so that way my sub is even more prepared. You know what I mean? Like I can put in reading, I can put in writing, I can put in social studies, I can put in so many resources that it's gonna be left over because there's so much in here. So I just really like this. There's so much more room, and then when you open it up, that is what it's, right now it looks backwards, but you know, it's gonna look nice and pretty for you guys for the sub. So right now I have like some things that I do leave for them in the actual sub. So like this thing is thick. I don't know if you guys can see. Hold on. It's like 6 pages. Okay, it won't focus. It's like 6 pages, but y'all, think about that for 45 kids. That's gonna be a lot, right? Like a lot of paper. But I really like using this because it has everything. It has puzzles, it has word searches, it has reading comprehension, it has writing. So I really do love using these for sub plans. It's just, it's so big when it actually has 45 copies in it. So I need something that can hold a lot of copies. So hence, an actual briefcase. And I did get these on Amazon. They are on my Amazon wish list. I do want 2 more of these for, you know, other things such as I forgot. Oh, for like small group stations. But other than that, this one's perfect for sub plans. I'm just indecisive about this one right here. An update real quick. So I do want to show you guys that I did make labels for my Wings of Fire books as well as my Percy Jackson books. And so this one is just here, and I love it because this size, the 3x5, is the exact same size as every other bin that I have. I mean, it's perfect. They'll have the exact same size for every bin, no matter what bin it is. I mean, it's perfect. So I just wanted to give you guys an update as to what I decided to do with the Wings of Fire collection as well as the Percy Jackson collection. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. Hopefully it's not 40 minutes. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate. I'll see you guys in the next video.